ultimate fanfare.
What's going on, world? Welcome to this episode of PlayAction Podcast. We got Brandon here. We got my dog Colin. What's up, bro?
Man, I'm always feeling good. You know that. I'm always feeling good. I'm always feeling a little, excited to talk about what we're about to talk about. But I gotta start off with, and I know folks out there watching, I'll make topics up there and sometimes leave things ambiguous because I love Brandon's responses. I like his off-the-cuff responses, so I don't give him intel. So, Brandon, I'm gonna tell you to look this up as I'm gonna talk about it. And so it just says air guitar. And so just type in air guitar competition. So as you're looking it up, I'm gonna talk about this. So everyone there, this is a sports show, and this is a sport. Technically, it's a sport. It's a competitive sport. It is called air guitar competition, and there's no instruments involved. They play a song like a singing competition, and you air guitar it. You don't sing. You just dance and air guitar, and your fingers gotta move and you can't even play guitar. No one has to know how to play guitar, because people's fingers aren't moving right. But I'm watching this now. Granted, I may have been under the influence a little bit. However, they are getting so into this air guitar nonsense. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? This is a sport. No offense to people playing. No, all offense to people playing this air guitar thing. I understand we all want to be good at something, but doggone it. I mean, I couldn't believe when they made competitive jumping a sport in the Olympics, and now we got air guitar. We're just making up things for you to compete in because they can't play mainstream sports. What's next? Grass cutting? Grass cutting might be a sport. There you have tree chopping and lumberjacking. Why not grass cutting? Why not jump rope? That thing to do with jump rope, don't they? I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts after watching air guitar.
This is
similar. Are you competing?
Yeah, no, definitely not, because this is way over there in Finland. I believe this is a popular thing in Finland. I don't know what you guys are going over there. It's like lack of talent. God damn, bro. It's like nobody wanted to learn how to play guitar. Like
exactly.
I personally love those clips where they pick a random guy out the crowd, and you know what I'm saying, bring him on stage, and he rips it. Like with a real guitar, you know what I'm saying? Not this. We're like, this is almost as bad as like you said. Where like you see the people riding a pony with just a head on it and a stick, and that's a real competition. Yes. And I was like, that when I seen this, that's exactly what brought to me. I'm like, bro, what is this? It's like
more ridiculous.
Yeah, is this a real thing? But apparently, like I said, they have a world competition in Finland.
Yes.
This is a wild thing. Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. I'm flabbergasted. My flabbers are gasted. I don't understand what is going on. Like
America, you gotta respond back. All of you wanna be, band folks. Air drums. You show Finland our talent with air drums, and we can knock this up. And show the world our talent is not just air guitar nonsense, it's air drums. Because everywhere you go, people are doing air drums. You play a little bit of Pearl Jam, whatever, people are bop, 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 bop. And I think that would be, except you can't hit anything, it's just in the air. And then you gotta make sure you hit the cymbals, you got your bass drum going on there, you got your hi-hat going on, you got your snare. I think I would compete if it was drums. I think I would compete if it was drums. I really like air. I started playing real drums. But air drums, I think I could be pretty badass at. I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I can. You're basically lip singing to drums.
Exactly. Oh my god! Man. When I saw it, I was like, I got to talk about this because if people aren't seeing this, you're about to see it, and just like every other sport that's around the world, it eventually makes its way here, and because we have people here that just love to just do random stuff
we just be doing stuff.
Pickleball
is a total thing right now. It was like, we decided we wanted to just shrink down the tennis court and just make a new game. And it's like, hey, we made a new game and we're gonna ride with it.
It's disgusting. It is disgusting. I'm upset and offended, yet I couldn't look away. But on to real sports. Okay, and that would be the NBA. And I'm not gonna say your San Antonio Spurs, but you are a huge fan of Victor Wembanyama as a
Yes.
Spurs knotted up 2-2 against the defending champs Oklahoma City Thunder behind a half-court heave from Victor Wembanyama at the half to kind of put the Spurs, ahead for good. And I gotta tell you, this whole series between Oklahoma City and San Antonio, the games haven't been close. So I can't see one team having the edge over the other outside of, well, Shea's got to keep on hitting free throws, and Wemby has to do Wemby stuff. But both teams can be winning at a healthy margin when they do win. Do you see Oklahoma City Thunder, defending champs, or the San Antonio Spurs having an edge going into Game 5 tonight?
See, I believe this is our first show after that Game 1 thriller last week with the Spurs. Yes. This is my first time talking about my boy Wemby. Bro, dude is an absolute psycho. Did you see how mad and how serious he was over there looking when Shea won the MVP? I was like, oh, he is taking this personal. I love this I love this when emotion gets involved and he giving short answers after the game. Was like, yeah, all that, whatever you just said, yeah, that. And it's like, oh, this young man in an era of AAU, everybody's my friend, everything, let's be cool, everybody, let's be buddies after the game. No, this dude really don't like these dudes on the other side of the field. And I actively see this dude was like, hey bro, his elbow was looking like was talking to him like the Green Goblin. He was like, when Shea Root, he went for the ball, he was like, I know you want to do it. I was like, no, Wemby, please don't do it. That first game, I seen it, but he wanted to. But I was like, all right, bro. Yeah, I love to see passionate basketball, ethical basketball being played right now. Because, bro, the Thunder, I'm not going to lie. I might be blocked in a minute because I've been tagging Adam Silver in every Instagram post. I done see the Shade or the Thunder just flopping blatantly, like nobody touching them and they just falling down. Adam Silver, at Adam Silver ABA. It's like tag him and everyone because it's like, come on, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? My bad. I know I just went on a rant. I'm sorry,
no,
but
that's the way that needs to be heard. I mean, it's we're not bagging on Shea. Like a lot of people talk, oh Shea, I hate watching his game. You're all liars, okay? Everyone loves watching his game. It's that part you're talking about, and it's kind of like we were talking about months ago, where I don't understand why Draymond, when he goes through a little bounce, he has a couple dirty plays, and it doesn't make sense because you're too good to have to do that. You're not like some defensive players that have to play dirty to be an effective defensive player. Draymond doesn't have to do that. And Shea, you don't have to flop. You can get plenty of shots up whenever you want. I've never seen Shea have a bad game. I mean, if he's missing shots, he's missing shots. But I've never seen a defense affect him before. And so it frustrates me, too, when I see him fall down without any type of contact. And we talked about, too, off camera, that I know some players will collapse after a shot. If the defender's right under your feet, you don't want to take a chance of turning an ankle, so you just give your legs out. And I get that part, too. However, Shea's doing it almost like a wide receiver going over the middle. No run after catch, collapse after catch, preserve your body. Yet Shea's just trying to hunt for fouls, and it's getting annoying. And I would like to see them do maybe some sort of aerial cam to sit there and say, when making a call and it's not sure, let's get an aerial cam to see, did the defender even touch you? Because there are times Shea's falling over, getting foul calls, and there's not even contact being made, and the opposing team's not going to challenge it because you can't prove it clearly with, you only got a couple seconds because they're trying to get the ball in. So these refs are kind of behind the eight ball. It's like you want to make the foul call when you can because he is reigning MVP and he deserves calls. But where do you draw the line to where, let's say he gets a real foul call and you miss it, and now you're going to go back into that same, I'm just going to call every single foul every time someone gets near breeze on him.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to be in if you're a ref or the opposing fan.
Yeah, because he's definitely spamming the whole take a fall after every shot. It's like, come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, dog. Come on. We all are fans of you. You are quicker, bigger, faster than most people. That's what I personally like right now with Harper and Castle. These are two bigger guards, like 6'6", 6'7". So they're looking at Shea in the eye and taking the challenge. Like, hey, I want to D him up. Let's go. Yeah. And it's like, hey, I like the young boys because, like, we talk about on camera. Fox, I like Fox too because Fox been a baller majority of his career, but he just been, tucked away over in Sacramento, like we said. Yeah. But it's like, he might be the odd man out because, bro, Ron Harper's son, he looking like he's certified, bro. Certified baller. So, and every time, I love it. I love his game because every time he realizes he has a smaller guard on him, he is taking it to the basket and making it and getting the easy 2 points. And it's like, that right there in itself, in the playoffs, that's worth its weight in gold. Because that's why we love big men, because they go get the easy 2 points right next to the basket. And it's like, that right there can help extend leads and turn the tide for, certain games. So that's critical. And like I say, I love to see passionate basketball, ethical basketball being played. And this 2-2 right now, I just hope the game is officiated correctly tonight.
So with that being said, who you got?
Oh, I got the Spurs. Come on, bro. Don't try it like that, bro. I got the Spurs. Wemby. Bro, the way, I'm not going to lie, how Castle and Harper are playing right now, like, I was thinking that, all right, at first I was thinking, hey, the future's bright for these guys. The future's, real good, real bright for this whole series. This whole organization. This might be one of them situations they get over this hump. And it's like, hey, bro, the future is now, and it's like, hey, because they're playing hungry, and they smell blood in the water because they said Popovich came in after Game 3 and lit into them. And like that's thank you for even breaking it up too. We was talking about this. Did you see that might be one of the best like camera shots of like in my modern NBA shots? They showed Wemby with his hand around the coach talking, and they talking, and you see the coach like this with his hands over his mouth, and they like talking, and they like, this is when they up the game, so pretty much over with. But they're going back and forth talking, and then they immediately panned up to the suites, and it's Popovich and Duncan leaning in, and they talking, and they're talking for it. But it's like, hey, bro, that's the real right now, former generation. That whoever produced that clip, A1, top tier, top tier, TV, TV magic, TV moments. Because that was, showing the two different generations. And I love it to see Tim Duncan and Popovich, because somebody said that recently. I want to get your take on that too. Somebody said Popovich might be the best coach ever, and like all around. And it's like, all coaches are, kind of like father figures, and kind of like, saying to their players. And unfortunately, Popovich is going through this health situation with the stroke. But it's like, bro, they're saying not only Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker are like at the facility with Popovich on a daily basis. And it's like, they said like a bunch of like former Spurs players actually live in San Antonio as well. And that says, saying that's, I'm not trying to be, Charles Barkley and talk bad about San Antonio, but it is, it's a couple other places that you can live throughout the world besides San Antonio, but they're choosing to live there, as former players. And that's awesome to be close to the franchise.
And I think that attributes like you said to Greg Popovich. And I would say the argument that Greg Popovich could be the greatest head coach holds water, because while he may not have the most championships, he has built the most amount of championship teams from scratch, again and again. And as much as we love Phil Jackson, he never did that. He took over a Bulls team from Del Harris, not Del Harris, that was from Lakers, from I don't know who's in Chicago, but he took over that team with Michael and Scottie, and he won them a chip. Then he took over Del Harris in LA when they already had Kobe and Shaq, and won some more chips. And Phil Jackson finished. Nothing against Phil Jackson. But Popovich, he was there with David Robinson. He was there with Tim Duncan. Like you said, Manu, Tony. Then built another one with Kawhi. Right? He's just building team after team after team. It reminds me a lot of the Colts when they had Peyton Manning. You know, just every single year, you know they're going to be a dog. No matter what their record says. And Greg Popovich always won 50 games, by the way, which is kind of like the standard if you're having a great season at 50 wins.
Yeah.
That was their regular standard. That was their minimum, was 50 wins. He always won 50 wins. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think Greg Popovich should definitely be in the conversation as the greatest coach of all time.
That we're saying that the only other coaches in my mind as we're talking would be Bill Belichick.
You're talking
Nick
like all of sports.
Yeah, all sports. Yeah, all the sports.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can give him best coach in all of sports, but in the NBA.
I'm just saying. But hear me out. I'm just saying. Belichick would be one of the top coaches.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying? For football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be a reach to say that I don't think the players' admiration for those coaches reached the level that, you know what I'm saying, like Tim Duncan, Manu, and Paul, and all. Popovich is like a father figure, like a legit father for him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a civil rights activist. I mean,
yeah. Legit. Yeah, legit. Yeah. So it's like Saban, his players are cool with him, but I don't know if they have that same type of love that they have for, you know what I'm saying, that Popovich has. And it's like,
I don't know.
Same thing with Belichick. We see Belichick with the roast of Tom Brady. I don't know if the players really rock with him like that.
Yeah, I know they talk about him glowingly because he's a legendary coach, of course. But like you said, to your point, Greg Popovich was like a father figure, and he was like kind of like Bill Belichick with football. Bill Belichick and Mike Tomlin rolled into one. Mike Tomlin, everyone talked about Mike Tomlin kind of like a father figure that everyone kind of needed. That AB talked about, going into Mike's wing and him kind of bringing him along, and I mean he did with all of his players, Harris and all them. Yeah, and Popovich was just that. He's just a great evaluator talent, and he's got a real good heart. He's just a genuine person. He knows X's and O's better than anyone else, and so I think overall.
I'm just saying it's
got to put him there. You got to put him there.
It's a legitimate, legitimate case that he might be the best, the greatest coach of all time type stuff. And it's like, while he's still here, we might want to tell him that. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good idea.
Considering his health.
Smell him. Yeah.
Exactly. Because, bro, this dude has been through a lot right now recently, but like, when somebody said that, and I started recollecting, like, who else would be put, because, like, John Madden, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's, what I'm saying, one of the greatest coaches and stuff like that. The Shulas and the Jimmy Johnsons, stuff like that. So it's like, it's a lot of other great coaches.
Red Auerbach,
but like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, I've never, in my lifetime, I don't think I've ever seen any other players really like take care of their older coaches like this. And it's like how Tim Duncan and it's like Tim Duncan is a legit best power forward of all time. Yes. Like he could be doing anything in the world, but he's there with his buddy, one of his best friends. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? It was like this is awesome to see, and it's just I seen the Spurs walk into like an organization. Like it was like one of their facilities, and it we're like a seating area, and it was cool to see Wemby and the other players up front, then like some staff members, and then Popovich walks in with all the former players around. It's like this team moves like the mafia, like the mob.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. It's just awesome feels, because it's Popovich. Everybody gonna take care of the Godfather.
Yeah, because he's taking care of them. And even during the All Smoke podcast, you had Stephen Jackson. The way he talks about Greg Popovich being that father figure, guiding him, teaching him, being patient with him, talking to him, and allowing him to understand and grow, and not just teaching him not just to get stuck in your emotions. I think that's awesome, because a lot of coaches make it a business. Hey, here's my system, run it, and we're all going to be good. Winning cures everything. And Pop wasn't like that. Pop obviously was a winner, but he was also a caretaker. And I think that should matter. I think that should matter, and I think it should matter also as players too. When we talk about greatest players of all time, I think that we should count that to an extent, not overall, but also in considering, just like Greg Popovich. If Pop didn't win all those championships, we wouldn't be talking about him like this, right? We would just say, man, he's a really cool coach. But he also won 5 chips with multiple players, and then he's also a good dude. You add that little piece in there, and I think you've got to give him consideration, at least consideration as a top 5 coach amongst all sports, professional and amateur, of all time. I think.
Yeah, I think so too as well. I think so, and like you just said, with players, like good people, my two equilibriums, the Caucasian and African American version, Gronkowski and Marshawn Lynch. They're great players, but I think they're awesome people as well. Like genuinely good people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they might get in some couple shenanigans, but I think they were like they're just genuinely good-hearted people. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know?
Oh, 100%, 100%. That's why we love watching them on social media. They seem like they're we don't know them personally, but they seem like they're on camera personality. If it's slightly close to their real personality, man, we're winning. Everybody's winning if that's the case. And I think
exactly. Yeah. I think so as well. Because I've heard so many stories from other people vouching for these guys about it's just the same person. He's the same person. Both of them are the same person wherever they go, and it's a great thing knowing that is true.
And speaking of winning, we're going to talk about the New York Knickerbockers sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers after they swept the Sixers. And I gotta say, the way they beat up on the Cavaliers was one surprising. I was expecting this to go 6-7 games. Donovan Mitchell's a heck of a player. James Harden's still a very good player. I've spoke about Jared Allen at length on how good I think he is. But the Knicks, they came together, something fierce. They just demolished this team. After going down by 22 in the fourth quarter of the game 1, they turned on, never looked back. And the Knicks are coming into, San Antonio or Oklahoma City, hot as ever. I need to know your take. And what do you think the Knicks can do going to the finals?
Well, I just think, for the record, I'm going to go back and look at last week's filming, last week's show. I think I called this. He asked me how I think the Cavaliers was going to do against the Knicks. I think I said my exact words, dog walk. Yeah, I think they said they were going to dog walk them. I think so. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I think you remember. Okay. I'm making sure I wasn't tripping. I think I pretty much called this, sweep. And then I was like, okay. And you was kind of like, apprehensive. He was like, I don't know. You didn't want to jinx it. I get it. I feel you. He thought the Knicks was gonna be the same Knicks from before. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna just, do what they normally do. No, they swept these dudes. They got them out there. And I seen Jalen Brunson doing like layups with like the third quarter with the whole team just standing there, and I'm like, oh, they have given up. Yeah. They have given up. They are ready for the offseason. I was like, what is this? This is not playoff basketball. And so, I think the Knicks, they about to put some, get it together, get some rest in. Don't get rusty, because whoever they play coming out the West, and when I say whoever, I mean the San Antonio Spurs, when they come out the West, it's gonna be a problem because they got an 8-foot alien that they gotta deal with. But that dude, hey, if we got a 7'5", 7.5 feet Stephen Curry shooting, half court 3-pointers on the regular now, like in playoff basketball. Like 2 out of the 4 games, he has shot 40+ foot 3-pointers and cashed them. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like we gotta deal with this for the next 10 years. It's a scary, like, where do we go from? All right, so we had the Michael Jordan. Before Michael Jordan, for the young folks, it was Dr. J, 6'7", 6. You know what I'm saying? But 6'6", 6'7". You know what I'm saying? We had Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, super athletic 6'6" guys, right?
Yeah.
Now we had out of nowhere LeBron, 6'8". He had Melo, not as athletic as LeBron, but he's still 6'8", 6'9". And then we had KD, 6'10". He said, he's supposed to be 7 foot, but he always claiming 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 7 foot, I'm 6'10", but could do everything. Now we got 7'5".
Yeah,
can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here? Like, legit. Like, I know humans, we are evolving, but like, legit, where do we, like, do we get 7'9"? Do we like, you know what I'm saying? Where do we go from Wemby? Because we always, like, it might take another generation, but we always evolve, apparently, because the track record, if I'm not tripping, because I think Tracy McGrady might have been like 6'8", 6'9". He was like in that great period with, what I'm saying, before LeBron. So we might get like, a taste or two of somebody. But Tracy McGrady's body broke down on him. Like, his body wasn't used to, like, bodies wasn't made to be 6'8", can jump through the, jump and move like he moved. It was something new. And then LeBron came out, and LeBron was like, okay, we perfected that formula. We're going to do this for 20+ years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, ain't your body supposed to break down something like that? But apparently not. So I don't know where we go from Wemby, because it's a scary sight. But yeah, I'm happy for the Knicks. The Knicks, they had the National Guard out for you guys. Knickerbockers, the New York guys, we're not going to sleep. I see Spider-Man out there in the mix. It was crazy last night. It was wild. A whole bunch of brooms out there, and the police is out there is in force. So it's like, boy, if y'all just so happen to win the finals and win a championship, they said it might turn into Gotham City. It might turn into Gotham. They might call Batman out, because, bro, y'all might act a fool. I don't know.
We're not Philadelphia. We're not going to burn our city down, win or lose. Like Philly does. They lose, they burn it down. They win, they burn it down. No, we're not like Philadelphia. But you're right. New York can get very, very rowdy. I'm a native New Yorker. I love New York. But I'm not putting the cart before the horse. I think the Knicks have a better shot than we did in 1999, and that was against the Spurs. Okay, but that was Patrick Ewing was hurt towards Achilles. So we had Marcus Camby at the 5, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Charlie Ward, Kurt Thomas. Okay, it wasn't exactly what you call a star-studded team. But I'll say this, and this is where, when I was apprehensive about the Knicks. You said, dog walk the Cavaliers. You were right. And I was apprehensive because, man, I just don't see it. And then after game 1, third, in the fourth quarter, we're down by 22. I was like, yeah, no dog walk is happening here. And then you saw we turned it back on. And so I'm looking at the makeup of the New York Knicks. Okay? And you've got your best player, Jalen Brunson, next best player, Karl Anthony Towns, and you got 3 wing guys in the middle. Hart, Bridges, OG. If they go against Oklahoma City, best player Shea, second best player Chet, bunch of wing guys in the middle, right? You got Dort, Jay Will, if he comes back. Other J will. San Antonio, best player. Well, it's this time it's Wemby. Second best player, point guard, De'Aaron Fox. In the middle, a bunch of wing guys, right? Stephen Castle, who we love Stephen Castle. Dylan Harper. That he might be the future of the Spurs next to Wemby, right? He's that kind of guy.
Yep.
And so when I look at that matchup, I think Jalen Brunson's the third best player out of all the players we talked about. But I think Karl-Anthony Towns will probably be maybe the fourth or fifth best player. But I like all of the Knicks wing players better than I like San Antonio's wing players. I like them better than even OKC's wing players. And for that reason, I give the Knicks a fighting chance against the Spurs or Oklahoma City Thunder, who are, I'm not going to lie, they are a better team than the Knicks. But we're playing such advanced lights-out basketball. We're going to go in fully healthy. We hope we're not going to have that ring rust that we had going into Game 1 against the Cavaliers, where we fell apart. Because we're not going to be able to come back against the Spurs or Oklahoma City Thunder. We dropped by 22 in the fourth quarter. But if we come in healthy, we come in hot, we come and play Knicks basketball, we've got as good a chance as anybody against the Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I feel you. I mean, how the Knicks been playing lately? Hey, they got a puncher's chance that at any game. So like they have proven that they are resilient, and like I say, down from 22 and came back. They just like, all right, we're locked in. I understand it now. Yeah, we're not gonna be trailing the rest of this series. And it's like,
yeah,
huh? What? And it's like, hey, they did it. So I get it, but like I said, my personal favorite right now, my boy Wemby, the alien, because like he's the closest thing I can see to my boy, my boy Kobe, his mentality, that locked in, just like I'm a psycho. I really don't like these dudes, and it's like I hope he when he gets to the Knicks, he finds a reason to not like the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? pick a reason, and it's like, oh, they got home court advantage. Oh, they don't like us. Just pick a reason. He'll make up something. Yeah, he'll make up something. It's like almost that time that when KG said that Dirk said something about him. Yeah, he said it. Yeah. It's like, come on, bro, come on now. And it's like, all right, so so hopefully Wemby could do something like that, channel that inner KG. Make up a reason, because like we gonna see. Because tonight I'm curious to see what's gonna happen tonight. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen.
Me neither. And the last point we make about the Knicks, and it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, because it's about the Las Vegas Aces WNBA coach Becky Hammon, who was my favorite player when she played for the New York Liberty. Okay, and then she became a coach, then played for San Antonio, won a championship over there.
Yeah.
And so Becky Hammon, I think, is one of the best, or she's one of the best players in WNBA of all time, and one of my favorite players because I was a Liberty fan. But she talked trash about my boy Jalen Brunson back in 2023. Talked about, if you're the best player, if your best player is a little person, you're never gonna win. So anyway, they asked her about these comments just recently, the Knicks going into the and going to the finals, and she doubled down. She said, "Prove me wrong." I'm like, because she won't put Brunson on the same tier with like Tatum and even Donovan Mitchell and Luka Doncic. Brunson's not in that tier because he's too little. I was like, she puts him there with Allen Iverson. She said, "Oh, Allen Iverson, yeah, he's a little guy. Went to the finals, but they lost. So you can't win as a small person." And she, by the way, she's a point guard. Okay, she's a point guard. All right, she's shorter than even me, and I'm a short guy. So that kind of hurts my heart. And for that reason only, I want the Knicks to really shove this win down her throat against San Antonio, her former city team in the WNBA, but also just as a coach, because she's a hell of a coach. She's a great basketball mind. She will coach an NBA team one day if she so chooses. But I want her to eat her words. I want her words to age so poorly and so slowly that she never talks mess about Jalen Brunson or any New York Knicks team or player ever again, because you play for the Liberty. You should be supporting this team. The way you want the NBA to support the WNBA, shut your mouth and just be a fan for once and stop talking all that yak, all right? You're a great coach. You got a great team. You got the greatest player on your team with A'ja Wilson. Stop being a hater, okay? Stop being. You're a little head coach. Stop being a hater, Becky. and just leave our team alone. And Jalen Brunson, make her eat her words, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you gotta do. You know, make her eat her words, because he got to ball out, which he has been doing. So it's playoff basketball. It's my favorite time of the year. The Knicks and the Spurs have brought back my my interest to the NBA, to be honest with you, because I like all season I wasn't really it didn't really pique my interest, like, you know, like how we love NFL football. We love all day every day, you know, on Sunday. So it's like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to figure something out, because the NBA ain't cutting it right now. But right now I'm locked in. Because my boy Wemby is looking like some stuff I ain't never seen before. And it's like, I seen the dude who was talking like, hey, Grandpa, is this what it's like when you first saw color television? This is something entirely new. I was like, hey.
That's a great analogy.
Exactly. I was like, I've never seen a 7-foot shoot a half-court three-pointer confidently. Like, I seen Shaq maybe throw up a three-pointer looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, Kevin Durant is the closest 7-footer, and even Kevin Durant don't take half-court threes. I've never seen him take too many half-court threes.
It's just when clock is winding down, if you happen to do it. But a lot of times, those big players, they shoot them after the buzzer. They know they're not going to make them, and so not to ruin the shooting percentage. They shoot the buzzer just by half a second, but just by a fraction of a second. Wemby don't do that. He's like, nah, we're ahead. Let's make it more ahead. Chuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, laced it. Let's go in a half. You know, it's he's a special player, man. And like you were saying, he's a 7'5" Steph on offense. He's a 7'5" Giannis on defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's disgusting. I don't know what to say. Okay, I don't know what to say. You know, I'm gonna just move off that and go to. So anyway, you heard Joe Mazzulla, Boston Celtics, won Coach of the Year, and rightfully so. I think that he put on probably the best display of coaching I've seen since. Who was the coach of the Thunder when they got rid of everyone except for Russell Westbrook, and they expected Thunder probably get top 3 pick, and it was Billy Donovan who they went to playoffs with him. I think it was Billy Donovan. I'm not sure.
I think so.
But yeah, you took a team with just one great player, and you're supposed to be tanking that year. That was Boston this year. Tatum was out, last year in the playoffs. You trade away Porzingis. Yeah, I mean, basically you get rid of a lot of your good players. You kind of just leave Jaylen Brown. You got Derek White. A couple other guys out there to get out there and play a game.
And just say, do what you can.
Do what you can. And you end up with the number 2 seed in the East? Okay, yeah, you didn't go that far, but I mean, Jaylen Brown just showed everybody he's the legit number 1. I mean, we've always known, we've known he's the number 1, but we never got a chance to really see it. And this year, he put the team on his back, and he rebounding, assists. Tatum came back, he just kept on playing. He even went to the side and gave the ball to Tatum more. So Tatum was scoring more, rebounding more assists, doing what he normally does. But that's what a leader is. And I think Jaylen Brown just proved to everyone that he's legit number 1. And if Boston decides to move off of him because they're going to try to rebuild the team back because he's being paid $300 million, I think there should be plenty of teams that should be lining up for his services because he's a leader of men. He doesn't take any nonsense for anyone. He's obviously very coachable. He does make a team better. He took a team of just... This is a lottery team. This is a number 2 seed. Okay? And he didn't do it like in a Kobe fashion. Like when Kobe plays, MJ and... he's just workman. He's not trying to... There's nothing flashy about his game. He's athletic, but he's hard-nosed defensively, and he just shuts up and plays. And hats off to Joe Mazzulla. You did a yeoman's job. And I hope he gets compensated when it comes to contract time. Hope they compensate him because he's the guy you want to keep for the long haul.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is one of those, accolades that go up on the wall because, bro, nobody really expected this from him after, when they got rid of the other coach because of his discrepancies and stuff going on. I don't want to call his name out because I don't, shoot my boy. Cause I know Nia Long, man, he messed up that situation. But, what I'm saying, we wasn't expecting nothing. We don't really know, what he was going to do. And he has been solid as can be. Like, he took them, won a championship. And then with this year, it's going to be a rebuilding year. No, you're not. We're going to be right there at number 2. And it's like, hey, kudos, because, like, Brad Stevens, like, he's in the upper office. This is an awesome pick to be the head coach because this dude is worth his weight in gold right now. As far as I'm concerned, he should have a long career in Boston as long as he need to be there. Because with this job he did this year with this team, this was amazing. Like you said, this is one of those Thunder type years. Like, you got 1 star and a bunch of scraps. No disrespect to guys, no disrespect. But like, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of the best coaching, jobs I've seen in a long time, and he did. I think he legit deserves Coach of the Year, and I'm proud to see him do what he's been doing this year. And because I didn't really expect too much. I mean, I knew Brown was a baller, but like with the rest of the team, but we didn't know. But to get the number 2 seed and then Tatum, like I said, there's no fault to them for losing in the playoffs because Tatum, got injured again and they held him out and they did the right thing for his career. So it is what it is. That's sometimes the cookie crumbles that way.
Oh yeah. And I'd say if it wasn't Mazzulla, probably have to look at Coach Johnson there in San Antonio.
Yep.
I mean, that turnaround, they had 34 wins last year, the 62 wins this year.
Yep.
Granted, you do have a pretty stacked roster, but you had to develop those guys. You had to develop them. They weren't great out the box. So, hats off to Mitch Johnson as well. I didn't see the rack and stack on, Joe Mazzulla obviously won. I don't know who came in 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't Mazzulla, it better have been Mitch Johnson because that turnaround, I mean, it's almost a 30-win turnaround. It's a 28-win turnaround.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
They're back to the average, like, the league don't even know. It's about to be the pop average right over again in the next 10 years. It's like, just pencil them in for 50-plus wins. It's like,
and they're young. And they're all young.
All young.
All under 24 years old.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
They said the average age is like 22 in like 200 days or something like that. It's like, it's crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is like one of the youngest starting 5s in like Western Conference history.
They're like the Pro Fab 5. Bunch of freshmen there at Michigan, competing for a championship. Now you got the pro version of Fab 5. All great players. All very good players, And
that's the greatest thing about it because, like, they don't know what they don't know. So it's like, all this is just normal stuff to them. And it's like, we're supposed to be here. We're you know what I'm saying? We're doing it. And it's like, bro, people work all their lives to get to this spot. And you guys are at the brink. You know what I'm saying? It's like whoever's winning games, 5, usually goes on to win the series. So it's like, hey, bro, y'all got to step it up. Do your thing. But
Game 5, man. It's about to come out, man.
I know. I got you, bro. I got you. I mean, I appreciate everybody for tuning in this week. Still, please continue to tap in with us on the social media platforms and all that. But we'll see y'all again, man. Go Spurs. Let's go. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Welcome to the show where the game comes alive. Breaking down the plays, we keep the spirit high. From the field to the mic with passion and flair. It's the PlayAction Podcast, your ultimate fanfare. It's all to